Sacramento Kings. Luka Doncic, all smiles before the game, but his squad had their hands full. Harrison Barnes, knocking down shots early and often. This one for three. Buddy Hield hit 4 threes in Sacramento. Jumps out to a 20-3 lead. Luka doing his best to lead the comeback. Behind the back. Fadeaway is good. Then Luka finds Trey Burke wide open. Trey be in. Boban Marjanovic working out inside, and we have ourselves an 11-point game. Tyrese Halliburton continues his sensational rookie season. Nails 3 of his 14. Sacramento scored 59 points in the first half, had a 7-point lead at the break. Luka doing Luka the Don things. Crossover step back, drains the 3. And Tim Hardaway Jr. finishing all the way at the bucket. Dallas takes the 2-point lead. The comeback is complete. Richaun Holmes all the way to the bucket. He led the Kings with 24 points. Harrison Barnes drives and finishes. Then Barnes spins and hits the jumper, but it's not all good. Comes up in pain, did not return to the game. Abductor tightness. That's what he's diagnosed with. So someone else needed to step up down the stretch. Why not the rookie? Halliburton pulls and connects for 3 again. Sacramento up late in the game, 87-82. But Dallas right back in it. Dorian Finney-Smith for 3. Trey Burke inside for 2. Sacramento with a 1-point lead late. Halliburton can't get it to go, but the finish inside by Richaun Holmes. Then Halliburton made every bucket count. 14 points, 10 assists for him. Buddy Hield puts the game away. Sacramento wins it. Your final score, 113-106.
Julius Randle and the New York Knicks looking for their 10th straight win tonight, but they got a tough matchup taking on the Phoenix Suns. However, the Knicks have found themselves a marksman. It's that guy, Reggie Bullock, knocking down the deep 3. New York up by 13. Derrick Rose finds RJ Barrett. He goes up for the stuff. Knicks up by 11, but here comes Devin Booker. It's the tough baseline jumper to fall, plus the foul. How did he get that one to go? He made the free throw. Then off a Knicks turnover, Cameron Payne finds, you guessed it, Devin Booker up ahead. He gets the stuff. He had 20 points at the half. The Knicks up by 7 at the half. Devin Booker with the moves, drives for the jam here in the third. Then on the fast break, it's Devin Booker with the layup. He had 33 points in the game. That tied it up at 79 apiece. Later, DeAndre Ayton finds Mikal Bridges for the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. This is the first lead of the game for the Suns. They're up 84-83. Then Bullock for the Knicks gets the steal. Emmanuel quickly gets the lob, and Derrick Rose gets the layup. And look who's happy. The comedians in the house. Jon Stewart and Chris Rock on hand watching the action. Rose had 22 points in the game. Later, Devin Booker, jumper plus the foul, would make the free throw as well. Then Booker to Bridges in the corner for 3. Bridges had 21 points on the game. And with just over 3 minutes to go, Phoenix up by 7. But here come the Knicks, not willing to give up that win streak so easy. Bullock in the corner, knocks down the 3. He had 17 points in the game. Then the Knicks all-star, Julius Randle. He's got a 3-pointer, 18.6 rebounds for Randle. Phoenix up by just 3 now. But Chris Paul, with the shot clock winding down, hits the shot at the buzzer. Watch it one more time. Paul getting it done. He had 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds on the game. And then it's Paul again with his squad up by 5. And one more time, just cash up and over Bullock. And the Knicks, their winning streak goes down in flames to the Suns. Phoenix gets the win by 8. Final score, 118-110.
Denver Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies. Nikola Jokic showing once again why he's the front runner for MVP. Backs down Jonas Valanciunas. Hits the shot off the glass. Ja Morant in half-court set. Finds some space somehow, some way. Gets it to drop. Memphis up by 2. Michael Porter Jr. denied at the rim. But his second try gets the jumper to fall. Then Aaron Gordon hits Jokic for 3. Then Jokic finds Gordon cutting to the basket for 3 the hard way. Then there's the Joker. Again, soft touch hitting all over the rim before it drops. Denver up by 6. Second quarter, Ja fighting down low for the tough bucket. Then Morant and 1 on Joker's back. He can't believe it. Denver up by 5 at the break. Second half, Kyle Anderson gets the rebound and throws it up to Morant. Denver having fun with it. Facundo Campazzo behind the back to MPJ for 3. Then Jokic hitting the glass for the putback. Denver up by 10. Austin Rivers, the newest member of the Nuggets, finds Paul Millsap for 3. Denver up by 18. Ja Morant behind the back through the teeth of the defense. Great play. Check it out again. That wasn't enough. Too much Denver down the stretch. Jokic finds Michael Porter Jr. Then Michael Porter Jr. doing it by himself for 3. Denver wins it 120-96.
Philadelphia 76ers in the midst of a 4-game skid. Not coincidentally, that man Ben Simmons has been out for the last 4 games. He, Joel Embiid, and company trying to turn things around against OKC. And here's Simmons ahead to Embiid for the reverse layup. That works well. Then Embiid drives for the layup and the foul. He'd make the free throw. Philly up by 4. In the second quarter, Furkan Korkmaz misses. Kenrich Williams ahead to Alexei Pokusevski for the jam, and that ties the game at 24 apiece. Still in the first, Tobias Harris pulls up and knocks down a comfortable 3. That pushes his team's lead to 5. Then Shake Milton misses, but Dwight Howard is there for the putback and the foul. He'd make the free throw. Howard had 9 points, 11 boards in the game, and Philly up by 8. Dwight Howard in the second gets it back to Shake Milton for the 3. Then Tobias Harris finds Embiid, and Embiid just comfortable shooting out there, knocks down the 3. Then it's Matisse Thybulle with the steal, gets it to Ben Simmons. He gets the two-handed stuff. Nicely done there. Embiid, meanwhile, had 21 points in the game. At the half, Philly led this thing by 15 points, 60-45. We move ahead to the third quarter now, and more from the 76ers. Korkmaz to Seth Curry, and Seth Curry just plants and shoots the 3 there. Then Korkmaz with the steal and gives it to Simmons, and Simmons again ahead of the pack, and you can't track him down. He throws that one down. Then Simmons blocks Charlie Brown into the first row, and let's go beyond that. That's more like the 5th, 6th, 7th row. Huge swat on the 3-pointer there. Curry had 9 in the game. Simmons 12 points in the game. Philly had a season-high 22 steals, and more importantly, they get the win, 121-90. Washington Wizards in the midst of an 8-game win streak, and it helps when you get the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Bradley Beal, on your squad, and he was hot early on, knocking down a little shot and one. Here's he goes up, takes the contact, gets it to fall off glass. Then Beal driving to the cup for the layup here. Strong move from Beal. Then Beal drives, and this one even stronger, just getting up and stuffing that one home. He had 19 points in the opening half, but San Antonio at that point still up by 1. DeMar DeRozan backs down the defender and hits the turnaround jumper. That's a big part of the reason why San Antonio led it by 3 at the half, 65-62. We take you straight to the fourth quarter, where Russell Westbrook has been a hero. Makes the tough jumper inside, sort of fading away off one foot. Of course, he had a triple-double, 22 points, 14 assists, 13 rebounds in the game. Washington up by 8. Beal and DeRozan going back and forth down the stretch. There's DeMar DeRozan for an and-one layup. Then Westbrook feeds Bradley Beal for the layup there. Then DeRozan hits the jumper with less than a minute to go to tie the game up at 131. DeRozan, another jumper to take the lead with less than 24 seconds to go. Guess who responds? You guessed it, Bradley Beal. Going inside. This is strong in through contact to tie the game up at 133. Now watch DeMar DeRozan, the USC guy, going up against the UCLA guy, looking for a win, and you see Russell Westbrook all over him as time winds down. DeMar DeRozan for the win, and this one is just off. So close, but the game goes into overtime. Bradley Beal drives and finishes, does a flex here. He finished with 45 points and retook the NBA scoring lead from Steph Curry in the game. Washington up by 1, but Keldon Johnson driving baseline, lays it in here, and Spurs go back in front. Then the Spurs up 3, Wizards inbounding with 5 seconds left. Bradley Beal looking for a game-tying 3, but this one is off short. The Wizards couldn't get off another shot, so their win streak comes to an end. San Antonio in overtime gets the W. Your final score in this one, behind 37 from DeMar DeRozan, 146-143. Jerami Grant and the Detroit Pistons playing host to John Collins and the injury-riddled Atlanta Hawks. We start you off in the first quarter. Bogdan Bogdanović driving off a screen makes the floater inside. He had 17 points on the game, mixed in 7 rebounds, but Detroit up by 2. Jerami Grant spots up at the top of the key. He knocks down a three-pointer. Then Grant finds Saddiq Bey, and Saddiq Bey's got himself a tray. He had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Detroit up 27-23 in the second quarter. Pistons just churning through the Hawks. Frank Jackson attacks the basket for the bucket off the glass, plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Then it's Mason Plumlee blocking Clint Capella, leading to a fast break layup for Corey Joseph, who had 15 points. From the post, it's Plumlee now backing down Collins for the layup inside, plus the foul. He'd missed the free throw. At the half, Detroit up by 11. In the third quarter, Hawks trying to close the gap. John Collins there for the tip, and he had 14 points on the game. Then Kevin Huerter gets the steal and races away on the break and gets the stuff. He had 15 points, and Detroit's lead down to 6, but the Pistons answering right back. Jerami Grant hits the jumper from the mid-range. He had 18 points on the game. Detroit up by 13. Then Frank Jackson heating up late, nailing the deep three-pointer. He gets that one to go. Then Frank Jackson attacking the basket, making the contested shot at the rim. He finished with 18 points on the game. Detroit up by 18 at that point. They go on to win it by 14. The final score, 100-86. Paul George and the LA Clippers tasked with stopping the New Orleans Pelicans and their young beast known as Zion Williamson. Eric Bledsoe missing a 3 here. Guess who? Zion just collects and bulldogs his way inside for the lay-in, and then it's Zion again, just rushing right through the defense, laying that one in. He had 11 points in the opening quarter. New Orleans up by 15. DeMarcus Cousins spins baseline here. This looks good from Boogie, the former Pelican. Goes up and stuffs that one home. He finished with 16 points and 11 rebounds off the bench, but New Orleans up by 11 at this point. Lonzo Ball to Eric Bledsoe, and Bledsoe cutting back door gets the reverse layup there. New Orleans at that point up by 15. Paul George working on his fadeaway jumper, and this cuts the lead down to 6, 49-43. Still second quarter, it's Eric Bledsoe. Contact and the bucket. He finished with 18 points, 4 steals. He'd make the free throw at the half. New Orleans led it by 14 points, 62-48 in the third quarter. Brandon Ingram misses. Paul George grabs the rebound, and on the play comes up hobbling. Watch it one more time. George stayed in the game, but did not play at all in the fourth quarter. He finished with 9 points in 25 minutes. Stick and stay with NBA.com for updates on his condition. Lonzo Ball to Zion, knocking down the three. Pelicans by 14. Brandon Ingram, he's got three more. He had 17 on the game. Pelicans by 18. Zion spinning and laying it off the glass. He finished with 23 points on 8 of 11 shooting. He had 5 assists. New Orleans up by 21. They go on to win it by 17. The final score in this one, 120 to 103. The Los Angeles Lakers looking to snap a 3-game losing streak with LeBron James looking on. It shouldn't be that much longer. Anthony Davis trying to play his way back into some shape as he spins along the baseline. This looks pretty good to me. Baseline jumper, cash there. Then Davis, jumper in traffic here in the paint, just goes up stronger than the defense and gets the jumper to fall. Chuma Okeke drives and dunks, and Chuma Okeke can really dunk. Look at that throw down by Okeke. 18 points, 5 rebounds in the game. And the Lakers, their lead down to 9. Montrezl Harrell working in the post for the tough layup. That goes down to 34-18. Lakers in front. Cole Anthony, the rookie out of North Carolina, crossover, triple, cash, 15.7 assists on the game for Cole Anthony. Dwayne Bacon to Robert Franks for the three-pointer. Then Dennis Schroeder turns it over. Magic head the other way. Cole Anthony to Dwayne Bacon for the layup. This is part of a 24-7 run by the Magic. They go up by 6 at the half, 56-50. Chuma Okeke misses a three-pointer here. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope goes the other way to Anthony Davis for the land. We're tied at 65. Then Dwayne Bacon drives, spins, and hits the nice shot up and over Kyle Kuzma there. He had 13 points in the game. Magic by 4. Marcus Morris for the Lakers, missing the three-pointer here, but Montrezl Harrell, rebound. Montrezl Harrell, throw down. 18 points, 5 rebounds in the game. He'd make the free throw. Lakers up by 2. Dennis Schroeder just cruising to the bucket for the lay-in. Then it's Schroeder knocking down a three-pointer. He had a double-double, 21 points, 10 assists in the game. How about Anthony Davis? Well, again, working on his game and working wonderfully. Step back jumper, cash. Then Schroeder drives and kicks it to Davis for the corner three-pointer. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds on the game. And yeah, the King happy about this one. The Lakers get back in the win column. They win this one by 11, 114 to 103.
Minnesota Timberwolves and the Utah Jazz, the battle of the big men. Karl Anthony Towns representing the T-Wolves. Rudy Gobert representing the Jazz. But in the first quarter, it was all about Joe Ingles finding his range. Ingles made 2 early threes. Jazz shot just 28% from downtown on the game, which meant they found a lot of their points getting into the lane. There's the All-Star, Mike Conley. Utah up 30-17 in the first. It's in the second where D'Angelo Russell finds Anthony Edwards for 3 of his 14. Russell gets hot from outside. That's the first 3. Russell made 7 threes in a game, scored 27 points, this one from way outside. Minnesota takes control and they take the lead 49-45. We move to the second half. Karl Anthony Towns putting up big numbers. 21 points, 11 rebounds, and this reverse over Rudy Gobert. D'Angelo Russell, a part of that success for Towns, finds him here and then finds him again. Russell with 12 assists, T-Wolves up by 8. Fourth quarter, this one coming down to the wire. Rudy Gobert, known for his defense, but he put in some work on the offensive end. 18 points, we're tied up at 97. D'Angelo Russell making some big plays down the stretch. This 3 gives Minnesota the lead 100-97 over Rudy Gobert. On the other end, another big-time bucket. The great feed from Mike Conley. Then Conley needing to knock down the free throw. Doesn't get it to go. But the Jazz get another opportunity. Maintain possession. Conley, step back 3. is money. Utah up by 1 with less than 6 seconds to go. Russell, left wide open, gets the layup. It's Minnesota on top. One last chance for the Jazz. Mike Conley loses control, and Minnesota holds on to win 105-104. Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat, facing the team that drafted Butler and the Chicago Bulls. Butler putting in work early. There's Bam Adebayo on the break. No, but Butler cleaning up the miss with the hard finish. Nikola Vucevic putting in the hard work down low. The and one taking the contact and still connected. We're tied at 17. Jimmy Butler on the break. We saw the strong finish. How about a little finesse with the left? Trevor Ariza knocking down the 3 in transition. Miami up by 8. Bulls fight right back. Daniel Tice keeping the ball away and getting it to fall. Then the versatile centers start to strike. Here's Vooch from way outside. Bam Adebayo from mid-range for Miami. We got a 1-point game at halftime. Miami ahead. Second half, Kobe White put Chicago up by 1. Jimmy Butler with yet another tough bucket. And 1. Hanging and hitting. Daniel Tice in the fourth finds Nikola Vucevic for the mid-range jumper. Butler still making big buckets down the stretch. Tough finish in the paint. Kobe White trying to get the bucket right back with Chicago up by 2. It's no good, but there's Tice for the tip in. Chicago wins it 110-102.
Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers mixing it up with Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, and the Toronto Raptors. And in the first quarter, Kyle Lowry to VanVleet, and yeah, he just sort of weaves into the lane for the lefty layup. Then it's Kyle Lowry to Pascal Siakam in the paint, and Pascal Siakam just goes up and stuffs that one home. Put up a 20-2 Raptors run, and Siakam takes it rim to rim, finishes with the layup plus the foul. Toronto up by 8 at that point. Kevin Love hitting this one off the backboard. Little bucket there. Then Isaac Okoro drives into the paint, lays it in off glass. He had 20 points and 6 rebounds. Cedi Osman gets the steal and dishes it to Darius Garland for the jam. Garland a double-double, 13 points, 10 assists on the game. Cleveland up by 1. VanVleet passes to Khem Birch. Khem Birch all alone, nobody there, finishes with the jam at the half. Toronto by 1. Third quarter, it's Garland to Jarrett Allen, and Jarrett Allen gathers and throws that one down. Cleveland by 2. Siakam misses the 3, but OG Anunoby there for the tip in. Then Siakam takes it coast to coast, and he doesn't need a tip in on this one, just goes up and stuffs it home with the left. Kyle Lowry now dishing to Siakam, and Siakam another 3-pointer there, and Toronto up 67-61. Lowry 9 points, 10 assists. Malachi Flynn makes the layup, and now on the inbounds, check out Kevin Love, just taps the ball, and it goes for a turnover. Flynn takes advantage and hits the 3-pointer right here, and Flynn had 18 points. Toronto up by 9. Anunoby drives to the paint and finishes with the tough reverse layup. Then Pascal Siakam with the spin cycle to the basket for the layup. Big game for Siakam, 25 points, 5 rebounds, and Toronto gets the nice win. Your final score, 112-96.